Speedy chart presentation of KERX Biopharmaceuticals. KERX is a NASDAQ global market stock trading our ticker KERX. Stocks made a great move in 2012. You see it came into the final days of last year right around $2.40. That's when the move began. Peaked all the way up at $5.12. Started last week out with a huge move, then a pullback, and back on the climb coming into this week. See a couple different resistance points. We'll come back and take a look at those in a moment. I like to point these sort of things out, something that we always talk about. MACD making higher lows, trending back towards zero. That's a positive divergence as the price per share is trending down. Of course, that divergence was followed with a move. Price per share pushed through the 50-day moving average. MACD pushed through the money line. All things bullish, and the trend continued. It's exactly the type of thing that we're looking for when we're doing charts that are sitting on a bottom. PPO also with a nice climb. ADX back up through 30. It's in true trend mode. Still a very bullish look for the ADX. You can also see right through here, when the MFI, all three components push to the upper half of the indicator, coincides with the MACD breaking through the money line, price per share pushing over top of the 50-day. It was just a very bullish position of the chart right at that point. But again, primarily holding the upper half of the indicator. Very bullish look to the MFI. Accumulation distribution broke through this baseline channel that had been holding for several months. Shaking money flow in the green, buying pressure is overcoming selling pressure. Traders that use the CCI would have seen this break of 100 as the buy point. Because it didn't break back down through 100, it's holding over top of it. It officially never gave a sell signal. Full still, sharp rise in momentum. Of course, it's pulled back. But again, what we always look for, holding around 50, maintaining a bullish look to the indicator. And the tricks, much like the MACD, showing a strong trend happening. Still holding over top of zero. Still a bullish look to the tricks. Similarly with the RSIs, holding the momentum in the play. What I look for now is, one, there is still an unfilled gap right back down to here. If the stock does pull back and wants to fill the gap, I'd want to see it hold right around that level because that's a pretty good support level. So that's where I'd be looking on the low end. Moving forward, I see a little bit of resistance right there around $4.40. Going back historically, it was an area of support, it was an area of resistance, and right now it's going to be a kind of key point for it. Closed at $4.21, so that's about a 5% move to go up there and challenge that. But if it can break through that $4.40 mark, I wouldn't see more resistance really coming back into play until it's going up here and challenging near those old highs. Again, historically, it was a resistance point. It proved as resistance on the big move last week. And it's a more than 20% upside to go up there and challenge that. So it's a pretty nice move from where it closed. But that's the next place that I see resistance in this chart. Of course, 50 days also moving towards the 200-day, which should lead to a golden cross of the 50 through the 200. Again, that's a long-term bullish indication. Price per share holding over top of that 200-day. Eventually, it'll start to curl, start to roll upward. You want to see the price per share hold over top of that because the most bullish of charts are trading over top of the 50 and 200-day moving averages, and they're both trending upward. But all in all, it looks like KERX has indeed found a bottom and has shifted gears into bull mode. It also is notable this could be making a very large cup and handle pattern. They can go up here and challenge near $5, trend sideways, form a handle. There's a pretty substantial upside if it breaks through that top end resistance after forming a handle. It's a very powerful pattern. The bigger it is, the more reliable and stronger it is. And that's what I'd be looking for in the future with the KERX chart. But as always, it's merely my interpretation of the KERX chart. Thank you for watching and trade smart.